Brett Grossman, Training Manager for PowerPlate, and I'm here with Sylvie and Matt. And today we're going to show you how to do an advanced plyometric workout. This is going to work on our lower body power and also our upper body power. Our first stretch for this workout is going to be a single leg hamstring stretch. So we're going to stand next to the platform, placing one foot on the power plate, making sure our back foot is completely straight. People are often going to want to externally rotate that leg. We're going to flex the foot up and bring the chest towards the toe. Make sure you maintain neutral spine throughout the whole stretch. We're going to hold that for the duration of the time and then switch sides. Our next stretch is going to be a standing hip flexor stretch. We're going to do this with one leg on the machine and one leg on the floor. So if you guys could go ahead and take position. Perfect. So we're going to contract that back glute and bring those hips through. Hold that position. If we want to make it more difficult, we'll raise the arm up and we can even get a little rotation. Great. We'll hold that for the duration of the time and then we'll switch sides. Our next stretch is going to be for our chest. We can do this a couple ways. With elevation or without. So I've provided Matt with a trigger point grid roller and Sylvie's going to do it without. We're going to get on our knees on the floor, forearm on the grid or our forearm on the platform. We're going to sink down into that stretch and then we're going to look away. Hold that position. We'll hold that for the remainder of the time and then we'll switch sides. Our next stretch is going to be a double arm kneeling lat stretch. We're going to do this on the floor. So guys, go ahead and take position. We're going to have our arms extended on the platform with our thumbs up. We're going to sit back on our heels, reach forward as far as you can go, and hold that position for the duration of the time. If we want to make this a little more difficult, we can make it a little more active. So you guys go ahead and come up out of the position and go ahead and sit back, hold for approximately 3 to 5 seconds, and then repeat. Our next stretch is going to be the world's greatest stretch. And I have to thank our partners over at Athletes Performance for this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in what would look like a runner's stretch. So we're going to place one foot on the machine, back leg on the step. Make sure to have a straight back leg from head to toe. And what we're going to do is hold this position. This is going to stretch us out through the hips, also the shoulders. And then we're going to rock back, bring in the ankle up, maintain your stability with the hands. Hold that position. This is going to stretch out the hamstrings and the back. And then we're going to come back, come up, switch legs, and repeat. To continue our dynamic warm-up, we're going to do a single leg toe touch. We're going to stand on top of the machine. We can do this a number of ways. One way with a little stability using the handle, and another just freestanding. So we're going to go ahead and get in position. We're going to take the opposite arm and touch the stability foot, come right back up, and just repeat for the duration of the time. If we're talking about trying to increase our power utilizing the power plate, we can do so really in two ways. One is executing our whole exercise on the power plate machine by having a high frequency and high amplitude. So we're going to be applying a lot of force with explosive movements only using the machine. The second way is going to be by using the power plate as a pre-activation tool. So we're going to do a static or static variable exercise on the machine with a high amplitude and high frequency for approximately 10 to 15 seconds. And then we're going to come off of the machine and do a similar movement, completely explosive, until we reach failure. So we're utilizing not only our acceleration on the power plate, but we're also going to be utilizing our mass with ground-based movements. Our first power movement on the platform is going to be a cycle jump. We're going to do this by placing one foot on the machine, exploding up through that foot, and landing with the other leg. Make sure that your foot is completely on the machine, otherwise you might be slipping. Also, whenever we're doing any sort of plyometrics and power movements on the platform, your landing mechanics are extremely important. That's where we're applying the most force, that's where we have the most muscle tension. If we don't have proper form, proper landing mechanics, we could be doing a lot of bad things as far as our motor learning is concerned. So we're going to continue doing this exercise for the duration of the time and then move on. Our next exercise is going to be a plyometric push-up. This is going to really work to increase our power through the chest and the upper body. So we're going to get in a push-up position with our hands on the platform. Make sure you put the pad on. It could be much more comfortable, especially since that surface could be a little gritty. We're going to come down into a push-up and explode up, land, hold the position for 1 second, and come right back up. Our next exercise is going to be a single leg jump squat. So far we've been doing everything with 2 legs or 2 arms. So now we're going to work on unilateral power and also some lateral stability. So go ahead and you're going to put one foot on the machine facing sideways. We're going to explode up through the leg, stabilize, and then go right back up. We're going to do that for approximately half the time, and then we're going to switch legs. Do the other side. Our next exercise is going to work on lower body power, specifically through the ankles. I'm going to call it ankle explosion. So you guys could both hop onto the machine, face out, slight bend in the knee, and we're just going to explode up through the ankles as fast as we can while maintaining proper form. Our next exercise is going to be a lateral ankle explosion. So similar to that vertical ankle explosion, most of the movement is going to be coming from our ankles, but this time we're going to be working on that lateral power. So we're just going to move side to side. Pretend you have a little line in the center of that plate, and you're moving on each side of it. So now we're going to move on to a slightly different way to achieve both power and hypertrophy with the power plate. We're going to start off by doing a static movement on the platform, and then do a very similar movement on the floor explosively until we're completely fatigued. So the first one is going to be a static push-up on the platform, and then we're going to move to the floor and do plyo push-ups until we're completely exhausted. So get to position, come halfway down, hold. We're going to do this for approximately 15 seconds just so we can pre-activate those muscles, so we're going to be more powerful for movement on the ground. Alright, now let's come up. Let's get in a push-up position on the floor. And now we're going to rep out with plyometric push-ups. If you want it to be a little more difficult, you'll do the hand clap. Otherwise, we can just do it without. Our next superset is going to be a sumo deadlift on the platform, and then jump squats on the floor. So both you guys go ahead and step onto the platform, grab the straps. You're going to take a wide stance with the straps in between your legs. Make sure those arms are straight, chest up, butt out, head up. Hold that position for 15 seconds. And then we're going to come on the floor, and we're just going to do jump squats until we fatigue. Our next superset is going to be a static integrated row on the platform. Then we're going to come on the floor and we're going to do explosive rows with lateral shuffle. So guys, go ahead and hop onto the platform, grab the straps. We're going to have a slight bend in our knees. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to pull through the straps so you feel it in the arms and your upper back. We're going to hold this position for 15 seconds. Then we're going to come on the floor. We're going to grab the ProMotion cables. We're going to start on the left side of the platform. Row and shuffle, row and shuffle. We want both movements to happen simultaneously. If we want to increase the intensity, we can pull the resistance levers out on the ProMotion, and then we can also speed up the movement. Let's go a little faster. So this is not only going to work on our power, but this is also going to work on a little aerobic and cardiovascular benefits. So after our mobility, after our power workout, we need to cool it all down. So the way we're going to do that with some upper body and some lower body massage. The first one is going to be a calf and hamstring massage. We're going to utilize our power plate cushions for that. So guys, go ahead and lay down on the cushions. Place your calves and hamstrings on the machine. Lay back, relax. We can do this just by laying there without any sort of help. Or if we want it to be a little more intense, we can go in, flex the foot, push down on the muscle, and this is just going to make it feel a lot better, get a little deeper in that tissue as far as increasing circulation goes, get all that lactic acid out. Alright, so once we've done our hamstrings and our calves, we're going to move up to the quads. We're going to do this by laying prone on the cushion or on our stomach, quads on the machine. We're going to lay flat. Just lay back, relax. If we want to make it a little more intense, we can have them bring their feet up. So by flexing the legs like that, it's going to increase tension in the quads. It's going to increase circulation with the massage. Our next massage is going to be for our IT band and piriformis. So guys, go ahead. We're going to place our hips and our perennials on the machine. We're going to use the cushion for support. We'll just lay there, relax. About halfway through, we're going to come up about 45 degrees, hold that position, and now we're going to get that piriformis. Our last massage is going to be for our chest. So let's go ahead and get in position. We can do this one of two ways. We can do this kneeling on the floor with the corner of our pec right on the machine, or we can use this cushion for a little support so it relieves some of the stress on our knees and also the rest of our body. Alright, so that concludes our advanced plyometric workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. How do you guys feel? Pretty good? Great. Awesome. So give that one a try once you've acclimated to your machine and you've worked through your strength exercises, and keep looking at Power TV for more workouts.